What is it about the properties of a barely visible waterweed called spirulina that have got even President Obama's family so interested? In 1974, at the United Nations World Food Conference, it was announced that spirulina is the most ideal food for mankind. The World Health Organization has declared that spirulina is mankind's best health product in the 21st century. UNESCO has concluded that spirulina is the most ideal and perfect food of tomorrow. The US Department of Agriculture has published Spirulina Food for the Future, and it has been proposed by both NASA and the European Space Agency as one of the primary foods to be cultivated during long-term space missions. In 2005, an open letter was published to all governments from the United Nations, urging the development of the technology needed to produce this unique water alga. But what exactly is the blue-green alga called spirulina? It is a simple, one-celled form of alga, reaching sizes of 0.3 to 1 millimeter in length. These cells are able to capture the energy of the sun and utilize the nutrients in their watery environment. Then, through a photosynthetic reaction, the cells produce protein, sugars, fatty acids, and vitamins, as well as all the important minerals our bodies need. Using enzyme pigments like phytocyanin, blue, and chlorophyll, green, as catalysts, spirulina is the major oxygen producer on the planet. What is the blue-green alga called spirulina? It is the first photosynthetic life form designed by nature 3.6 billion years ago. It still remains the evolutionary bridge between bacteria and green plants.
Spirulina is a microalga. It belongs to the bacteria and actually to the cyanobacteria. So it is a photosynthetic organism. And this organism has a long history as a food. I can say that three are the most important bioactive components of spirulina, difficult to find in other microorganisms or other foods. First of all is one major protein of spirulina called the phycocyanin, from the Greek words phyco, which is alga, and the cyanum, which is the blue. So it is a blue protein with very high antioxidant activity and also a very high anti-inflammatory activity.
So why is spirulina known as superfood? It has 3.6 billion years of evolutionary wisdom encoded in its DNA. This immortal plant contains the 5 major nutrient substances which life needs in order to evolve. In fact, spirulina is rich in proteins, sugars, fatty acids, and vitamins, as well as minerals. Protein is a vital element that the majority of living organisms need for their healthy development.
Spirulina has a very high nutritional value, and this because it has enormous amounts of protein. We can say that spirulina is the richest food in our planet as far as protein is concerned. It has a content of about 60 to 70% of the dry mass of the microalgae, which is richer than common foods with high protein amounts like meat, milk, eggs, and soya.
Spirulina has the highest amount and most excellent quality of protein compared to any other natural food. Specifically, there is far more protein than animal meat, 70%, fish, 22%, soybeans, 35%, dried milk, 35%, peanuts, 25%, eggs, 12%, grain, 12%, or whole milk, 3%. The quality of spirulina's protein fulfills the ideal standards of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. It is known as a complete protein, since it contains all the essential amino acids. The protein in spirulina is digestible up to 95%, one of the highest available digestion rates.
The various nutrients of spirulina are very easily digested. Why is so easily digested? Because spirulina has the very interesting peculiarity not to have hard cellulosic walls, which make it difficult to digest a human body the various foods.
Besides which, it contains about 13.6% sugars. Spirulina's polyunsaturated fatty acids are 4 to 7%, 3 times more than those of evening primrose oil. The important omega-6 family acids like gamma-linolenic acid, known as GLA, and the essential linoleic acids can be found in spirulina's cells. Spirulina contains a broad range of valuable vitamins like vitamin E, the B complex, B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B9, B12, and vitamins D, H, and K. Its B12 content is between 2 and 6 times higher than that of raw beef liver. It is a great source of beta-carotene, containing 25 times more than is found in raw carrots, and this is transformed by our bodies into provitamin A. Furthermore, spirulina contains a large number of minerals and other trace elements: iron, potassium, sodium, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, zinc, chrome, and selenium. It is rich in iron, with 58 times more iron than raw spinach and 28 times more than raw beef liver. Apart from vitamins and minerals, spirulina is rich in enzymes and pigments of phytonutrients that demonstrate a positive effect on health. The most visible pigment in spirulina is chlorophyll, a green molecule common to plants. The concentration of chlorophyll is 5 to 30 times higher than the seed of alfalfa, wheatgrass, and barley grass. The pigment that gives spirulina its blue cast is phycocyanin. This may be the origin of life common to both plants and animals.
The blue protein, phycocyanin, and its blue component micromolecule called phycobilin can play important role in a recent methodology for attacking cancer. This methodology is called photodynamic therapy.
Spirulina contains DNA-RNA nutritional supplement. Specifically, it provides extra dietary nucleic acid bases to help maintain the health, development, and function of the body. This superfood has the most remarkable concentration of functional nutrients ever known in any food, plant, grain, or herb. Spirulina is presented commercially in powder, capsules, tablets, flakes, and even as broth. The oldest photosynthetic life form is here. It represents a return to the origins of life. We must act now to save the environment and preserve our blue planet for future generations.